Hello everyone and welcome to The Bigger Picture. I'm Matthews Frank and welcome to tonight's second episode of Season 4. So as always, here at The Bigger Picture, we are all about recognizing those organizations here on campus that you may have never heard of. So it's everyone's favorite time of year, fall semester college, it's Halloween weekend. So, just want to wish a safe and sound Halloween weekend to everybody. Please be careful out there, enjoy your time, but also be safe. And please make it back to your dorms or to wherever you live at, safe and sound. Also, stay tuned to the Bigger Picture Instagram page. There's been a lot of people who've been wanting to be on the Bigger Picture. So we've decided that we're going to start doing some Instagram shorts. So stay tuned to the Bigger Picture at Oz at Instagram, where we'll be recording some small videos with other organizations here on campus that you may have also never heard of. Now, before we jump into tonight's guest, let's talk about some upcoming events that you should attend if you have some time, of course. Now, first up, this Friday, the Bold Black Beauties will be hosting their annual Halloween Haunted Maze in the space. See if you can handle the horror. Entry is $3 with a costume and $5 without a costume. The maze will be starting at 6 p.m. and will end at 9 p.m., once again in the space located in the basement of MCC. This Saturday, October 29th, from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. in Sweatman Gym, the African American Male Empowerment Network and the Bold Black Beauties will be having their annual Halloween Scream Skate. The prices are $6 for those who would like to skate and $3 for spectators. Come dressed to impress with your best Halloween costume. Also happening this Saturday, join the Caribbean Student Association in Sheldon Ballroom for their Underwater Paradise Dinner, a celebration of Caribbean culture and the exciting year ahead for the association. This event will feature delicious food, captivating performances, and much more. Tickets are for $10 for Oswego students and $15 for the general public on the Oswego box office. And last but not least, this Monday, October 30th, the day before Halloween, join the Latino Student Union for their Halloween scavenger hunt starting at 7 p.m. here in the Marano Campus Center. This event will have you running around MCC looking for all types of clues that can lead you to your prize. Stay tuned because when we come back to the Bigger Picture, we'll have a very special guest joining us, so we'll be right back.
Kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Yes, we sip it. Tie it.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Welcome back to The Bigger Picture. Tonight, our special guest is Dr. Emmanuel Apagon, a dedicated physical therapist and strength conditioning specialist currently working on the Robert Berkeley's Physical Therapy Clinic and with the SUNY Oswego D1 Club hockey team. Dr. Emmanuel graduated from SUNY Oswego in 2018 and earned his doctorate in physical therapy from Damien University in 2022. During his time at SUNY Oswego, he was the president of the Association for Black Psychologists and founded AAMN, the African American Male Empowerment Network. Even after graduation, Dr. Emmanuel continues to give back through scholarships, panel discussions, and mentorships, including a monthly program with the C-STEP program at SUNY Oswego. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Emmanuel.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
So to start off, Dr. Emmanuel, if you could just tell us more about your journey from graduating at SUNY Oswego to earning your doctorate in physical therapy at Damien University in 2022, and also what inspired you to pursue your career in physical therapy. And before we move on, can I see your mic real quick, Dr. Emmanuel? Yeah. No, the back part? Oh, yeah, for sure. We got to make sure the crowd hears him. So right here. There we go. Now the crowd can hear you. So now, back to the question. So if you could just tell us what inspired you to pursue a career in physical therapy.
So what made me want to become a physical therapist is mainly because someone actually told me to do it. I started my career at SUNY Buffalo State, and I wanted to do nursing first. But then I realized that nursing wasn't something that I enjoyed doing. I was taking a class in biology called like Plant Kingdom, Animal Kingdom.
I heard that class.
Yeah, it wasn't the most engaging class. Mm-hmm. So what more I enjoyed was about the human body, the physiology of it, the exercise physiology, like all of those things intrigued me the most. So there was a time where I didn't know what I wanted to do. After I wanted to change career paths, so a friend told me, "Hey, why don't you look into physical therapy?" And and a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, "Physical therapy? That's amazing." Yeah. So I did my research, and I did everything I could do to learn about the field, and I fell in love from straight from there. And then from there, that's when I decided to transfer in to SUNY Oswego from pursuing physical therapy, and probably one of the best decisions I made yet. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. How was it like going from Oswego to a different university?
So from Oswego to Damien University, it wasn't much of a difference because Oswego, in a sense, allowed me to be an individual. Mm-hmm. So because Oswego allowed me to be an individual, when I went to Damien University, it was the same thing. So I was able to be by myself because I didn't know anybody there and just focus and grind. So Oswego prepared me a lot for it because in this place, nobody's forcing you to be anything. You could be whoever you want to be. So I decided to be, what I wanted to be. I decided to work as hard as I can, especially in the physical therapy realm.
Copy. All right, cool. So your involvement as the president of the Association of Black Psychologists and founding the African American Male Empowerment Network is super impressive. A lot of people are actually really grateful for you and for your work you've done here on this campus. So how do those experiences in these organizations connect you with your work as a physical therapist and a strength and conditioning specialist?
So basically, what motivated me and what inspired me for doing the AB side was to become uncomfortable. So I first started as a director of programming at Association of Black Psychologists, and I wanted to be uncomfortable because I wanted to learn how to public speak. So I put myself in that position to public speak. So I had no choice but be in front of people. And then from there, I wanted the leadership skills, so I became president of ABSI. And then while I was president, I also wanted to empower other males on campus because when I was on campus, the male population didn't really go out for any events outside of basketball or going to parties and anything. So I felt that we needed something more and more productive for our community and for the African Americans and diverse males on campus. So I felt that AMN was probably one of the best orgs. I was part of the org back in SUNY Buff State, so I just reached out to a friend that was president of the organization at the time, and then from there, I was able to draft up a documentation from the documentation he gave me. I brought a couple of friends over, like Tyler Singleton, Ron O'Brien. I had Chad Van Rail, a bunch of us that kind of made AMN what it was and what it is today. We kind of built the foundation and the groundwork. And basically from all of those trials and tribulations, I was able to, and efforts to put myself in uncomfortable situations, I was able to use that in the physical therapy realm, especially when I'm in an uncomfortable position with a patient that may not, respond to how I speak to them, or if that had to adjust my my tone. Because when starting an org, you have to go through a lot of meetings. You have to make it on time to certain meetings, and you have to, talk to student association so they can pass or approve of your organization. That helped me a lot in the physical therapy realm. And then in the strength and conditioning realm, it helped me too, because my experience with different types of people, I didn't just have to just be in class and present to other people. I had to present my idea to like a group of people that didn't know what the idea was. And even there was even some pushback on the idea because of how it was presented as AMN, where it's not just for males, it was for everybody. So in a sense, because I was able to talk to different types of people, it helped me in the physical therapy realm and strength and conditioning, because I have to deal with people every day. So I have to deal with different personalities every day, and I have to push forward and make sure that I'm getting the results. So all in all, those two organizations helped me, because I had to continue to work hard and achieve my goals. So the same thing with physical therapy and strength and conditioning, the goal of getting patients out of pain, and strength and conditioning, the goal of increasing the athletic performance.
Copy. All right, cool. So it's real evident that you're deeply committed to giving back to the community, and we appreciate that, especially giving back to the community through scholarships, panels, mentorships, all of that. So my next question for you is, can you talk about some memorable experiences or successes that you've had in regards to the work you've done so far? And also, why, after you answer that question, why is it important for you to continue making these efforts for your community?
Some of the things that are so memorable to me right now is just the fact that, I know you just brought up about the Halloween scream skate.
Yeah. That
was something I came up with my mind out of nowhere, and I was part of president of AB Psi and president of AMN. So I was like, why don't we combine? Because AMN didn't have a budget, but AB Psi did have a budget. Mm-hmm. So combining those two organizations, and started the Halloween scream skate. And every time I see it on social media, and every year that you guys continue to have it, it was like something that, it makes me happy to see, because, I started it randomly in one of the classrooms in MCC. And the continued effort to give back was just something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to be someone that people looked at like he could do it. Because I did it, they want to be able to do it, or somebody else wanted to be able to do it. And so that was like my biggest motivation at the time, and that's the biggest motivation now. I just want to be able to give back to people so they can pay it back later. Just being as someone that started where everybody started, SUNY Oswego people started at, and went to the classes they went to, did the party and did everything that they did. I was a normal student. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I just knew and motivated myself to just be greater than what I was, and then giving back was just a way to say, hey guys, you guys could do it too. So if I give back, I know I could touch somebody's heart and touch somebody's mind and change their minds to also give back when they get in the position that I'm in. So, the other question.
How can we continue to do these, continue the efforts that you've made for the community?
Just like continue the effort by having these conversations. I mean, having these conversations, putting yourself in these places, being successful, but also being able to be reachable. A lot of people that are successful, people can't reach them. So I want to always be reachable, and you could contact me, and I could talk to you about anything. So, and motivate you too. I was always been someone that was a motivator and always very optimistic in my approach.
As somebody who's worked with Dr. Emmanuel, I could basically agree with what he's saying. He's always a person that we can reach out to whenever we need help or whenever we need somebody to give us some advice. So, like Dr. Emmanuel said, always find that person that you can reach out to, because that person can always give you some valuable advice. So let's take a short break. We'll be right back with some more engaging discussions and our closing moments. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
All right, welcome back to the bigger picture. We're here with our guest, Dr. Emmanuel, and let's jump right back into the discussion. So, working with the SUNY Oswego D1 club hockey team, how does that feel, first of all?
Oh, that feels amazing, actually,
Yeah.
just being a strength and conditioning coach, because that's something I did want to do, too, at the time. So.
Copy. So, Dr. Emmanuel works with the D1 club hockey team and the Robert Berkeley Physical Therapy Clinic. So, you must have encountered various challenges of some sorts while working with both the team and the clinic. So what are some unique aspects of providing physical therapy to athletes, and how do you address those challenges as well?
So a lot of the challenges that I face with physical therapy is just trying to get someone out of pain. I mean, it's very difficult in a sense because some people are in pain for 3 months. So they're in a 3-month cycle of pain. It's more of a sense where their brain is telling them that they're in pain, and you have to find a way to just show them ways that they can move without pain. So that's very challenging, especially the ones that want to get better really quickly. But it's a process. Like everything's a process in that standpoint. Working with the club hockey team, the difficult part of it is just athletes want to be very tough at the time, and they don't want to miss games. Now, obviously, that's the goal. And so, in a sense, you have to kind of calm them down and calm their nerves down. That hey, it's okay to miss a couple games. It's about the longevity of it. It's about the long-term game. Missing 1 or 2 games isn't bad. It's just we want to get you back as soon as possible. And the best way to get someone back as soon as possible is to allow them to believe in you. And that's another thing, having athletes and patients believe in you, of course, so that you could do your job. And another difficult thing is, as being a strength coach, is just trying to make sure that people go throughout the season with minimal pain as possible. No season-ending pain like ACLs, no fractures, none of that. So that's one thing that's hard, because you want to train them very hard, but you don't want to train them too hard where they can't even perform either, or they get hurt. So it's a double-edged sword where you got to make sure that they're staying healthy, but they're also ready to perform on the ice as soon as possible.
Yeah. And so physical therapy and strength and conditioning play a crucial part in enhancing athletic performances. So can you discuss some of the most effective techniques and methods you employ when working with athletes, and how can these benefit the average person and their fitness journey?
Yeah, that's actually a really, really great question.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing that all people need to focus on are their feet. A lot of people don't even know what their feet feel like, because what it is the society has put us in shoes, and shoes has made us very comfortable, where we don't even know what the ground feels like. People wear shoes at home, people wear shoes all the time. So if you don't know what the ground feel like, you have to consider what else is touching the floor except your feet. So if you don't have strong feet, you have flat feet or too much arch foot, it kind of changes the mechanics of what goes up the chain. So a lot of people have pain at the hip because their feet. They have pain at the knee because their feet. So training your feet is very, very important. And then you have to understand about bunions. Bunions are caused by having tight shoes and always wearing shoes. So as a baby, when we're born actually with the webs. We're born with our toes spread apart. So in a sense, once as babies start putting on shoes, wearing socks, it brings your feet and toes together. So then when you wear too much tight shoes, then that big toe turns inward, and then you have a bunion. And so if you start actually barefoot walking at home, you could benefit yourself a lot, and you can get yourself a lot stronger. And that's the one thing I really pay attention to with my athletes, because when it comes to hockey, we want to be able to skate low and skate fast. The only way to skate low is your feet are strong, even if they're in a boot. You need a strong foot, and with a strong foot, you could skate lower, you could skate faster, you could be stronger, and you can minimize a lot of soft tissue pain, a lot of injuries like ACLs. A lot of things could be minimized with strong feet.
Yeah, I just learned a lot right there, so I'm actually appreciative of that, because I feel like me and you gotta talk after, because I feel like my feet lately have been giving me some pain too.
Yeah.
So let's talk about C-Step. So your involvement with the C-Step program at SUNY Oswego shows a dedication to fostering the growth and future of the professionals we have here at SUNY Oswego. So could you tell us a little bit more about the program and the impact it has on students pursuing careers in the healthcare field?
The C-Step program is amazing. Shout out to Christina Vasquez. She has been a great individual as she has put me in the places to be a mentor to a lot of people in the C-Step program, and just reaching out to individuals that want to be in the health field, because I wasn't part of the C-Step program, and I wish I was when I was at school. So just being able to give back and talking to students, I do that once a month. Like last week, I on Thursdays at 7 p.m., I was in the Hearth Lounge talking to students and just giving them advice on what to do next. Because a lot of the times, a lot of people aren't giving back, and if you're hearing it from adults are looking at us as our generation as lazy, as not motivated. But in a sense, they're not teaching us how to be successful. They're just downplaying what we do. So me being closer to someone's age, I could tell them like, hey, it's okay to be lazy sometimes, but you actually want to just work as hard as possible, or you actually just want to put yourself in right places. Because you could work smarter, right, and harder at the same time. Or you could just work smarter and not harder, because sometimes hard work isn't the best. And so smart work. So by learning from mentors like me, and also educating the students is very important as they go into that transition of being an adult, because adulthood is pretty tough. It's tough.
So before we hop into our final question, I would like to ask a quick question to Dr. Emmanuel. So there is a scholarship that you have promoted. You have promoted it to Amen a lot, and the committee is actually open right now and applying to that scholarship. So want to say a few words about that scholarship and what it could mean to somebody who is applying to that scholarship?
Oh yeah, the scholarship is huge. So it's something that I wanted to do when I first got out of PT school, because I started making some money, and I knew I wanted to give back to Amen, as Amen was an organization that I want to keep alive forever, because it means so much to the students on this campus. It means so much to men on this campus. So the scholarship is open for everybody. So it's not just for men. It's open for females, any gender, any race. It doesn't really matter who you are. You just have to be part. You just have to go to a couple Amen meetings, and you just have to put in your application, and we'll look through it, and we'll pick who best meets the requirement. The scholarship is just, again, a way for me to give back. And once I earn more, I would start giving more as well. But it's a small token of my appreciation to Oswego, a small token of my appreciation to Amen, small token to my appreciation to all the students that are, going through college, and kind of struggling a little bit. Because in college, if you're not working, what kind of funds do you have? It's hard. If financial aid runs out, where it's at, So you want to be able to give back to those students that don't have it, and even a small something will benefit them hugely. So that was my biggest motivation on starting the scholarship.
So more information on the scholarship will be posted on the AMN Instagram page. like Emmanuel said, anybody can apply to the scholarship. So if you are interested in applying, please go to the AMN Instagram page where the information will be posted. So now we are entering our final question of tonight's episode. So Dr. Emmanuel, as someone who has accomplished so much at a young age, what advice do you have for individuals, particularly students of color maybe, looking to pursue a career in physical therapy or making a meaningful impact in their communities? And what wisdom would you like to share with them?
So basically, one of the things that I want to always tell people is that you can do whatever you put your mind into. So if you put your mind into something and you really want to go after it, you have to put the proper steps into play. And it's the same thing with physical therapy. I didn't have the 4.0 GPA in undergrad. I had a 3.1. So in a sense, I wasn't supposed to be in this position right now.
Yeah.
But I put myself in the right places. I met my mentor, who's my boss now, that helped me get into PT school at Damon University. And I believed I could. There was even a time where I took a year off of school, and my mother even sat me down and said, hey, I think this PT route, you might not be able to do it. Let's go to nursing. And I told her that I don't want to do nursing. I really want to do PT. So I put my mind into it, I put the efforts into it, and then I became, and I allowed myself to just live in that space to push myself into that area. And in a sense, it's like what your mind thinks of and what you think of every day actually becomes your reality. So that was something that I always tell people that, your mind is the biggest thing. I even did I remember Oswego, I did a Oz talk about the power of the mind. And I explained to students and everything that it's about, it's about a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset, because you grow every single day. And even after pursuing physical therapy, I was able to learn that your brain is growing every single day.
Yeah.
Every time you do something different, your brain is processing that information and is learning a new skill, a new task. So that's a big thing that I wanted to give out to the community. And also, if anybody that wants to do physical therapy, reach out to me at my Instagram, the EA Experience. I'm love to give advice to students. I love to just to talk to students because I was in those shoes.
Yeah.
I had advice from my mentor, but I didn't have the guidance when I first started. So if I could guide someone and impact them in any type of way, I'll love to do it in that standpoint. So just reach out to me, and we could have a conversation, and I could put you in the right places. I could possibly maybe even help you get into PT school. So God willing.
Just about that. And before we close tonight's episode, I just wanted to relate to you real quick. Funny story. My mom said the same thing. My mom told me after I graduated college that I should take a break, not go into graduate school right away. She also wanted me to become a nurse. I was like, whoa, hold on. I'm not trying to become a nurse. I'm doing what I love now, which is, broadcasting and stuff. So I found that funny. I relate to that.
Yeah.
But every good thing must come to an end. So we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Dr. Emmanuel for joining us on tonight's episode of The Bigger Picture. Your insights, your perspectives has truly been invaluable, and we are thankful for your presence, and everybody's going to appreciate this episode. So to all our viewers out there, we appreciate you for tuning in to tonight's episode of The Bigger Picture. And as always, don't remember to always see things through the bigger picture. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night.